এইখন মঞ্চতে হিন্দু ইছলাম খ্ৰীষ্টিয়ান বৌদ্ধ জৈন বৈষ্ণৱ সকলো ধৰ্মৰ প্ৰকৃত ধৰ্মালোচনা আৰু বিভিন্ন আধ্যাত্মিক গুৰুৰ সৈতে পোনপটীয়া বাৰ্তালাপ ধৰ্মচিন্তা এক ব্যতিক্ৰমী অনুষ্ঠান একমাত্ৰ ফ্ৰণ্টিয়াৰ টিভি
মন্দিৰ মছজিদ তীৰ্থস্থান জন্মভূমি মৰ্মস্থান বৰদোৱা পোৱামক্কা অসমৰ মান অসমৰ ৭ম পুৰুষীয়া ঐক্য সংহতিৰ আধাৰত ফ্ৰণ্টিয়াৰ টিভিৰ বিশেষ অনুষ্ঠান সমন্বয়ৰ অসম প্ৰতি সোমবাৰে দিনৰ 10:30 বজাত একমাত্ৰ ফ্ৰণ্টিয়াৰ টিভিত
The News Boulevard is brought to you by Aircel, your world of possibilities. Top SIM, मजबूती का भरोसा हमेशा.
Hello and welcome to the News Boulevard. I am Saidul Khan.
This is Swati Prakash Jha.
Before we go with the news in details, let's take a look at the top stories of this hour.
The headlines are brought to you by Aircel.
CAG to audit all rural development projects, performance audit for NREGA in Assam.
Alpha delegation returns from New Delhi, hopeful of progress of peace talks.
Debate on big dams unending. Sanmilito Samajik Mancha takes on ASU and KMSS.
Omar Abdullah says withdrawal of ASPA is no way forward to undermine role of army.
Save Sharmila campaign ends in Imphal. Right group reiterates demand for repeal of ASPA.
Political crisis continues to haunt Arunachal. APITU holds hunger strike in front of Raj Bhavan in Itanagar.
D4 billion crisis, flora and fauna under threat due to human interference.
Child died in BCA hospital in Kolkata rises to 13 hospital authorities helpless.
Lakh strong Tirupeshwari temple in Tripura, tight security put in place.
Kejriwal takes more time to deposit 9 lakhs as ordered by IT department. Now the news in detail. Union Minister for Rural Development Jairam Ramesh has said that CAG will audit all expenditures of all central-sponsored rural development schemes. The decision to this effect has been taken to ensure that the schemes are implemented in the right spirit all over India. Ramesh had also said that performance audit for the NREGA, which has mired in controversy in Assam, will be started from next week.
Union Minister for Rural Development Jairam Ramesh has said that all central-sponsored rural development projects in all states will now be audited by CAG or the Controller and Auditor General. He also informed that CAG will do performance audit in 11 states including Assam on the implementation of NREGA. The minister said that about 100,000 crore is annually spent in India for rural development projects, and it was necessary that there is accountability and transparency in its implementation. Assam gets a share of 3,500 crore every year.
The government spends about 100,000 crores a year on rural development, out of which Assam's share is roughly 3,500 crores. So it's a very substantial amount of money that we give. We need accountability and transparency in this expenditure. We are putting in place systems to ensure accountability and transparency. We have decided, and I will be making available the details next week to all the state governments, all rural development expenditure in all states will now be audited by the CAG. There was some ambiguity on this. I do not want any ambiguity whatsoever. All rural development expenditure of the central government will be subject to CAG audit in all states. I've had 3 rounds of discussions with the CAG. We will be announcing the details next week, but this is something that is absolutely essential. When we are spending 100,000 crores all over the country, the people have every right to demand accountability and transparency in this expenditure. And the first step that is being taken is to bring all rural development expenditure under CAG's purview.
Though the minister did not mention about corruption in implementation of rural development scheme, he categorically remarked that in 11 states, including Assam and states like UP, Bihar, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, performance audits of NREGS will be done.
In addition, I have asked the CAG to conduct performance audit of NREGA in 11 states of the country, including Assam. These 11 states are UP, Bihar, Assam, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, and a number of other states. They cover political parties of all shades. So irrespective of political party in power, 11 states, Congress, non-Congress, will be subject to performance audit in NREGA by CAG.
He clarified that this is done because these states are ruled by political parties of all shades. He also emphasized that irrespective of political parties in power, the performance audit of the schemes will be done. News Desk, Frontier TV.
Well, a bouquet of bonanza for Assam. Union Minister for Rural Development Jairam Ramesh has announced that additional 600 crore is being sanctioned for construction of rural roads under PMGSY and 812 crore for building bridges in rural areas of Assam.
Union Rural Development Minister Jairam Ramesh has announced that by December end, rupees 600 crore will be sanctioned for construction of 1,000-kilometer road in rural Assam under the PMGSY scheme. The Union Minister has also stressed that 400 new bridges will be constructed at an estimated amount of rupees 812 crore in the existing road built under PMGSY. The minister emphasized that habitation with population of 500 plus will be considered for construction of the road under the scheme. He informed that about 11,000 villages are yet to be connected. Lauding the efforts of the Assam government in the last 10 years, Ramesh said that the government has done a wonderful job by connecting over 300 kilometers rural roads in Assam. The Union Minister informed that the Rural Development Ministry has been in touch with World Bank and ADB for sanctioning loan for building rural roads in Assam. He also informed that the Assam government request for sanctioning funds for reconstruction of roads washed away by floods will be discussed.
So the first new element is habitations with 500 plus population, 1,000 kilometers to be taken up immediately, detailed project reports to be prepared by the end of December, to be sanctioned by the ministry for an amount of roughly 600 crores. That in all the PMGSY roads that have already been built, the missing bridges, see, initially the PMGSY was only building roads. No bridges had been incorporated, but now we are sanctioning bridges also. And in Assam, bridges are of as much important as roads. We have sanctioned 400 bridges in all the PMGSY roads that have already been completed, worth about 812 crores.
He has also asked the Assam government implementing the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme that emphasizes for construction of roads under the scheme should not be prioritized. He pointed that projects like irrigation, restoration of water bodies, forestry, plantation, land management and other such activities should be prioritized. In his two-day visit to Assam, Jairam Ramesh was in Nagaon to oversee implementation of various rural development schemes. He also informed that the government of Assam has pointed out the delay in release of funds for the scheme, which is being discussed at a high-level meeting between state officials and Rural Development Ministry in New Delhi on November 2nd.
I saw some excellent work yesterday in Nagaon district on the use of NREGA for bringing irrigation to small farmers. On NREGA, the main complaint of the state government was that there is delay in release of payment, delay in release of funds by the central government. I have promised the state government that we would examine this complaint on the 2nd of this month, 2nd of November. A team from the Ministry of Rural Development will meet with the state government officials and address this problem of delays in release of payment of funds from the center.
News Desk, Frontier TV.
Every woman from below poverty line in Assam will soon become a member of a self-help group, thanks to National Rural Livelihood Mission, which will be launched in Assam soon. The scheme will be implemented in all the 209 blocks of the state.
Union Minister for Rural Development Jairam Ramesh has stressed that 5 states in India, Bihar, Orissa, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Assam, has been accorded the topmost priority for implementation of National Rural Livelihoods Mission program. The minister informed that one woman from every BPL family in rural Assam will be encouraged to be a member of a self-help group. The scheme will be launched in Assam soon and will be implemented in all the districts comprising of 290 blocks in Assam. A total of 250 crores will be released every year for the implementation of National Rural Livelihood Mission. The main objective of the mission is to reduce poverty among rural BPL by promoting diversified and gainful self-employment and waged employment opportunities, which would lead to an appreciable increase in income on a sustainable basis.
One woman from every BPL family, a member of a self-help group. That is the objective of the program. This is a national program, but my focus is on 5 states, Bihar, Orissa, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Assam. We are following the Andhra Pradesh model of self-help groups largely. Officers from Assam have already been to Andhra and seen for themselves the program. We are going to cover all the 219 blocks of Assam in the next 3 years. Every year, Assam will get about 250 crores under the National Rural Livelihoods Mission. This program is already been launched. It's underway. And it's a very important initiative, as I said,